Alright, hello everybody, and welcome to the Monday Night Raw review for September 26th, 2016. Now, the show opened very differently than we're used to. It normally opens up with a 20 to 30 minute talking segment. Sometimes they can go 45 minutes if they really have nothing to do. But it didn't. Rusev was standing in the ring, Roman Reigns then came down, and they had a match, for a rematch for the United States Championship. It was a pretty good match. Wasn't better than the match they had last night, but it was a pretty good match. It ended up working its way into the crowd, and it was a double countout. They continued to fight. Rusev uses a chair on Roman, and he tunes up the band by hitting the chair like Shawn Michaels does with his foot. And Roman spears him, and then Roman grabs a chair. Everybody thinks he's finally gonna go all out on, because Roman's great when he's just beating the shit out of people. And he grabs a chair and then just sits down and holds the title up. Rusev then starts to get up, and Roman then gets out of the chair and beats Rusev with it. Foley comes out to talk about match 7 between Cesaro and Sheamus. He brings them out. Sheamus brings up the championship shot and how, with it ending in a no contest, nobody gets the title shot. And Cesaro says that because he was standing in the ring and Sheamus was forced to the back, he should be the one who gets the title shot. They argue about who is better for 3 minutes. And then Nick says he can't just choose one winner because they put their hearts and souls in every single match. And he says they both get a title shot. But it's not different title shots. It's the same title shot. And they'll be working together to fight the winner of the next match. And the next match was New Day versus Club in a tag team title match. So Cesaro and Sheamus have a future tag team title match. Don't know how this is going to work. New Day versus the Club in a very great match. Almost as good as the match they had at Clash of Champions. Many false finishes. Kofi's face gets busted open when he gets thrown into the steel steps. It was nasty. It's probably fake though, but it was nasty. And the New Day win with the Midnight Hour. So, well, no, not Midnight Hour. I'm pretty sure Kofi hit Trouble in Paradise on Carl Anderson. But yeah, New Day won and retained. So whenever Sheamus and Cesaro use their championship shot, they will get the New Day. Bayley had a squash match against some girl named Anna Fields. Bayley had belly for the win. Cedric Alexander and Rich Swann teamed up to fight Drew Gulak and Lince Dorado, who are 2 new cruiserweights that made their Raw debut. And Swann kicks Gulak in the face for the win. One of these there was 2 cruiserweight matches, and they weren't right after each other, so that's pretty cool. They break it up. Shazamus, that should be their name. Cesaro and Sheamus, Shazamus. Sheamus and Cesaro, they had a squash match as well against some random team. This is all live from Cincinnati, Ohio, by the way. Just a mere 6 hours from my bedroom. That sounded weird. Sheamus hits 2 brogue kicks when Cesaro's going for the neutralizer. He hits a brogue kick on the guy who's not in the match, and then Cesaro drops the guy he has in the neutralizer, and Sheamus hits the other guy with a brogue kick, and Cesaro pins the guy he kicked. So they're already 1-0 as a tag team. I don't know why exactly we're getting this, but I guess this is their way of dealing with Rhino and Slater, maybe, just pitting 2 people together. But I don't know. Charlotte comes out to talk about the match at Clash of Champions. She says she beat two of the greatest women athletes in the industry today. She says she is the face of the women's division, and no one's going to change that. The way she was talking, it sounded like she was about to. Sounded like it was a great time for Nia Jax to come out. Just because she said she already beat Sasha and Bayley. Who's there to stop? And then that would have been great. Like Nia Jax comes out and she's like, "You haven't beat me, bitch," or something like that. Sasha then comes out and says that she's still owed her one-on-one rematch because she never got pinned in the championship match last night. Charlotte says she'll give Sasha what she wants. She'll give the fans what she wants. She takes off her robe. She gets ready to fight. And then says next week. Sasha slaps Charlotte. Bank statement to Dana. And then Sasha clears the ring and stands tall. So she's probably not going to win next week. But we got a title match. We have 2 title matches, by the way. Actually, I think it's 2 or 3. I know we have at least 2 because this next match sets up a title match. TJ Perkins makes his Raw debut against Tony Nese, who also makes his Raw debut. The crowd absolutely hated this match. They were chanting CM Punk and Randy Savage. And eventually Nese tapped to the knee bar and TJ Perkins won. Before this match, there was a backstage segment between Brian Kendrick and TJ Perkins, and that set up a Cruiserweight Championship match for next week as well. So we got the Women's Championship match and the Cruiserweight Championship match next week. Maybe we'll get Cesaro and Sheamus versus New Day. I don't know. Maybe we'll get that at Hell in a Cell. Maybe we'll never actually get it. I don't know. And to end the night, we had highlight reel with Kevin Owens. Jeri-Ko says that Seth is on the list for getting hurt again. Jericho's been here for 17 years and he's never been hurt. And Seth's been here for a year and a half and he's been hurt twice. Those are his words exactly. Owens says he isn't wearing a suit because they're currently in Cincinnati, Ohio. And Cincinnati, Ohio is the birthplace of a lunatic. And they don't deserve suits. He says that he's proved everyone wrong by beating Seth Rollins. He proved that he should have been #1 draft pick, and he's now the man. He says Rollins getting hurt was karma because he hurt John Cena. He hurt Sting. He hurt Finn Balor. Seth then comes out surrounded by security and is forced to the back. Enzo and Cass come out with new fancy microphones. They have like the old time metal microphone on top of the normal WWE microphone, and then I'm pretty sure the whole handle is their cheetah print felt stuff, or at least the bottom of it is. I didn't see where their hand was holding because they were holding it, but at least for the bottom part is that cheetah print stuff. So that was pretty cool. Jeri-Ko adds them to the list. Enzo says that Jeri-Ko has a list, and he's checking it twice. And Cass calls him Santa Claus, and Jericho's like, "You're damn right, I'm Santa Claus. Don't make me come down there and sit on your lap." And that set up a match between Jeri-Ko and Enzo and Cass. The match wasn't that long. It was an okay match. I guess they just kind of needed Enzo and Cass to come out at some point, so they just put him in a match with Jeri-Ko. It wasn't bad. Pop-up powerbomb to Enzo for the win. So, yeah, it was a pretty okay show. It wasn't terrible. I mean, let's see, during the TJ Perkins Tony Nese match, it got kind of dragged on. We didn't have Braun Strowman or Nia Jax. We had Bayley and Shazamis in in squash matches today. So, I don't know. It wasn't bad. SmackDown's probably going to be better. I'm going to be very upset that SmackDown is in Cleveland, Ohio, AJ Styles versus Dean Ambrose for WWE World Championship, and I'm not going to be there. Anyway, that's going to be it for today. Thank you guys so much for watching. My name's Camp Council Cody, and I'll see you guys next time. Toodles.